Hello everyone, Charles Watts here, the Arsenal correspondent at Goal, joining you. Well, as you can tell by the lighting here, it's pretty early. I think it's just before 7 o'clock on transfer deadline day morning. Early doors one today, probably a bit later by the time I get this video uploaded, but I just wanted to pop on at the start of the day, just fill you in about where I feel we are in terms of Arsenal and transfer deadline day, what could happen, what might not happen, more importantly, and just fill you in as much as I can, and I'll try and keep you updated throughout the day. So please do check my social media account on Twitter at Charles_Watts, on Facebook as well, and obviously head over to goal.com where we'll have our transfer live blog running throughout the day, and any updates we have from Arsenal I'll be uploading the stories on Goal, and they'll be going in at the transfer blog as well. So please do keep your eye across all my social media channels and goal.com for all your latest Arsenal news today. Obviously Arsenal won yesterday. I've covered that yesterday in my player ratings I uploaded from the Emirates, so please do check that out. It's one of the last videos. It is the last video I uploaded. Check that out now. And just as usual, to start this video off. Sorry, I'm stumbling a little bit. So early in the morning, I'm absolutely shattered. You can probably hear my kids running around, charging around downstairs as well. So it's a bit hectic in here at the moment. But just to start off, a big thank you to everyone who watches these videos, supports this channel, and if this is new to you, first time you've stumbled across it, normally I'm a little bit more fluent than this because it's not 7 a.m. in the morning, but I am Charles Watts, the Arsenal correspondent at Goal, and please do hit the subscribe button. I'll try and keep you updated as I can with all things Arsenal. Right, so where are we in the transfer window right now? Let's start with the big things, which are the possible incomings, or incomings that you might expect. Obviously, we know what's happening with Soumare, which is nothing. He's staying. He scored yesterday for Lyon, and he's staying there for another season, barring an absolute miracle today. Thomas Partey. Now, at the time of me going to bed late last night, nothing had moved on with the Thomas Partey situation. From my understanding from the players' camp, everything was calm. He's waiting to see what happens, but nothing has happened yet. So as it stands, he will be staying at Atletico Madrid unless Arsenal trigger that release clause today. As I've said before in previous videos, if that release clause is triggered, then the move will be wrapped up pretty quickly because Thomas Partey is very keen on a move to Arsenal. Personal terms won't be an issue, and it will be a deal that can be wrapped up relatively swiftly. But it's just a case of whether Arsenal will play that release clause, which so far all summer long they haven't. Atletico Madrid don't think they will, and Arsenal previously have indicated that they won't be able to pay that release clause to Madrid, which is when all negotiations and talks really stop. So barring anything massive happening and Arsenal deciding to go with it and Stan Kroenke giving them a load of money, then it's pretty likely that Thomas Partey will be staying at Atletico Madrid, but we'll have to wait and see. It all depends on whether that release clause is triggered. Now, a new name doing around, well, it's not really a new name because he has been linked before, is Soumare, or Soumare. Apologies if that pronunciation is terribly wrong. Obviously, midfielder at Lille. He was left out of the Lille squad yesterday. That started a little bit of speculation. Maybe Arsenal were in for him. He's been linked with Arsenal throughout the summer. Seems to be a player that fans like on social media and discuss. It has been linked with AC Milan though as well, and it's more likely that if he is going to be moving anywhere, it will probably be to Italy perhaps today. Lille quite open to him leaving. By all accounts from reports in France suggest that he actually wants to stay at Lille and fight for his place because he's not a regular starter in that team at the moment. Arsenal have been linked, but I'm not sure. I mean, it's one to keep an eye on. It's a cheaper option than Partey, certainly. Wouldn't cost too much money. The fact that Lille are open to doing business, it could be one that could be done pretty quickly as well today. But I'm not sure about real concrete links with Arsenal. It's certainly one to keep an eye on, but I haven't heard anything myself that suggests that Arsenal are going to be making a very late move for Soumare, but he is a player in a position that they're looking for. He is a player that's available, so maybe that's one that they do explore on the final day of the transfer window, but unfortunately I can't give any real information on that because it's not one I've heard anything of substance on myself. Now, I think today is going to be more about outgoings than incomings for Arsenal, unfortunately, which I'm sure a lot of you aren't going to appreciate and you're not going to want to hear, but certainly the word that was going around yesterday when we were at the game was that if stuff is going to happen today, it's a lot more likely to be outgoings, and there's a few players who could be heading out the door. Matteo Guendouzi, let's start with him. He is very close now to a move to Hertha Berlin. I wrote a story about it yesterday. You can find it on my social media channels. I'll drop it in the description below as well. But Matteo Guendouzi is now very close to a loan move to Hertha Berlin in Germany for the season. Now, there's no option included in this deal, so he's just going there for the season. Hertha Berlin will be paying his wages. On face of it doesn't look like a great deal for Arsenal. Again, it's a talented player. They're basically letting go for nothing. this summer. They're not getting anything out of it. They're not getting any option or obligation to buy next summer when he'll only have a year left on his contract. All they're getting is his wages taken off the wage bill. But you have to look at it. It's got to this stage in the summer. No one is taking Matteo Guendouzi at the moment. So it's either have him here hanging around training all the time but not playing, or get him out. And so getting him out is the best option. And if he goes and has a very good season in Germany, which he may well do, then his value will be a lot higher than it will be if he just sits around and does nothing this year. When he comes back next summer, he'll only have a year left in his contract, but at least his value would have, he would have been playing, so his value would be fairly high. It certainly wouldn't be if he'd just sat in training all year before getting into the last year of his contract. So that's where we stand with Matteo Guendouzi. That one's looking likely. I expect that deal to go through at some point today before the deadline. Matteo Guendouzi joining Hertha Berlin on loan. I expect Lucas Torreira's Atletico Madrid move to be completed today. He's been over in Madrid. He travelled over there on Friday night, said his goodbyes to Arsenal on Friday daytime at London Colney. Just waiting for that move to be confirmed. Really, Atletico looking to get someone out today. And once that happens, then Torreira's transfer should be finalised. That's one that's been going on for a while. Again, no obligation to buy it in that one for Arsenal, which again, it's going to frustrate a lot of fans thinking, why on earth aren't we getting them at least to commit money for next summer? But again, he wasn't really going to feature this year that very much. If he goes and has a very good season at Atletico Madrid this season, which I fully expect he might do because I think he fits in really well there, it seems like a really good fit, and his value will be higher next summer. And if he plays very well, I don't see why Atletico wouldn't turn that move permanent. Another one who could be going out today is Matteo Kolasinac. He wasn't in the squad yesterday for the first time this season for Arsenal. He's obviously been in talks with Bayer Leverkusen for a long time. I've covered that before. Nothing has been agreed yet, though, but the talks today will be centred on getting that one over the line. Unlike Torreira and Guendouzi, that one is probably going to be a permanent deal. Arsenal looking for about £9 million for Matteo Kolasinac and hoping that they can get a deal done with Bayer Leverkusen before tonight's deadline to get that one out. So they're the three players I expect will certainly leave from the senior team today, or not certainly, but looking likely to leave from the senior squad today. Chance of Reiss Nelson possibly on loan. Have to wait and see on that one. The club have been mulling it over for a long time now. What the best thing to do will be with Reiss? Will it be to send him out on loan, or will it be to keep him in and around the squad and play as much as he can? He obviously played in midweek against Liverpool. Did he come on? He started on the bench actually, didn't he? He wasn't in the squad yesterday, so Arsenal got to decide what to do with Reiss Nelson today. Will it be best for him to go out on loan and play regularly? I think it will be, but we'll have to wait and see what the club decide. I think it'd be a good thing for Reiss to go out and spend a season on loan. Right, so that's the first video here done. I will be back hopefully to do a few more videos or throughout the day if I can. Hopefully I'll be a lot more alert and awake than I will be in this one. But thank you everyone for watching. Please do, like I said, go over to my social media channels and you can follow all the updates as they happen throughout the day regarding Arsenal, and you'll find all the latest news on goal.com as well. Thanks for watching everyone. I'll speak to you soon.